I can understand that to a degree because, to be real with you, I don't think I've ever been in a position in my life where somebody has judged me and it has greatly affected me. Like, I brushed judgment off since day one. What's going on, all you do-gooders and go-getters out there? Welcome back to another episode of the Java Bean with your boy Infamous. I do want to start out by saying I am so sorry to all my avid listeners and watchers out there that I did not get an episode out this past Friday, but I am giving you guys this one tonight, and you will get one next Friday. Life just got a little bit hectic for me. A lot of things piled on top of each other, designing for Infamous Prodigy, recording other people's podcasts, editing books for friends. So just a whole bunch of stuff just got on top of each other, but I try not to let it happen again. So before I even get into any of those topics, I just wanted to say one more time, I apologize. So today I'm going to be talking about judgment and how I react to judgment, talent, and what I think talent does for people. And I'm not so sure about this last topic. I don't know if I want to let y'all know this in the intro, but I'm not so sure about this last topic. Maybe I'll slip it in, maybe I won't. But let's get right to it. Welcome back to another episode of the Java Bean, everybody. Today, I'm going to start off with that quote. It's another quote by Gary Vaynerchuk. Without hustle, right? Without hustle, talent only gets you but so far. Now, like, I don't even know how to even put this, but like, there's so many people out there right now, so many people that is sitting around. You know what? I'm not even going to say sitting around. I'm not even going to say that. There's so many people that's just waiting for their big moment, including myself. But there's so many people that's just waiting for their big moment to where they blow up, to where they're known by everybody and everything is just beautiful and they're happy and they have everything that they ever wanted and, you know, just life is good for them. But those same exact people that's just waiting for that moment are literally doing exactly that, just waiting. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why people feel like shit needs to be handed to you. Nothing is ever handed to you. I mean, to be honest with you, there's only one thing that's handed to you in life, and that's when you come out the womb, you're cradled by your mother or your father at that time, and you're fucking hand-fed a bottle of milk. And I mean, maybe a couple years after that, throughout your childhood, you're hand-fed shit. But after you be able to walk, talk, feed yourself, take a shit, wipe yourself, you don't get anything handed to you anymore. You gotta, at that moment is when life starts to evolve for you, and you have to start taking things into your own action. You have to take accountability for everything that you do. Granted, as a child, it's a lot more intimidating, but once you hit that adulthood, your life is in your own hands, and what becomes of your life is totally up to you. So like, those who are sitting around and just waiting for their big break, waiting for their debut because they have this talent that they're so excited about, but they're just sitting around and waiting, fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. And I can't say that with any less emphasis, because you do have some of those people that get shit handed to them at an adult age because they're babied and pampered by their parents, but life sucks for them. Life sucks for them at the end of the day. Life sucks, and you just can't really deal with anything because you haven't been put through the turmoil of life, man. You just been handed everything, and nobody, I can't say nobody wants to live like that, because there's people that's living like that and those who don't care about it, but I can't live like that. And those people who are sitting around waiting for that type of lifestyle to happen to them, oh, woe is me, I have no respect for you, bro. I have no respect for you. I'm sorry if it offends anybody or if you feel a certain type of way about it, but I can't respect stuff like that. I just can't. It's not in my blood. I mean, I have empathy. I'm sympathetic to you, and I feel bad. I'm sad. I'm sorry about people. I'm sorry for people like that. And if I can assist in helping people do better around my area, or those that I come in contact with, that I see the issue and I can help find a solution or already know the solution, I'm going to do that hands down. I mean, it's not like I hate people like that like to my core, to where like I don't even want to like associate with people like that. No, I'm gonna try to change their mind, try to change their course of action, because nothing gets done without hard work. So you have to hustle, man. Hustle is important, and if you can't find your hustle, then you might as well just not be doing anything, because I mean, shit, that's what you're doing now. So it ain't gonna really change anything. Now, I hustle, and I say that with pride, and it's not me gloating or being open, or not open. It's not me gloating or being, was it full of shit? I can't think. Whatever. There's another word for it, to where like you're just full of yourself. There you go. It's not me gloating or being full of myself, but like I hustle, bro. Like I get it done. Like just how I was explaining to you guys in the intro, like I missed last Friday's video, not because I was lazy and I just wanted to lay on the couch, watch some Netflix and catch some new episodes of a TV show. Nah, because I was hustling. I was getting shit done. And like I said, I was recording podcasts. I'm really excited about that, actually. I'm really happy that I'm starting to record other people's podcasts. I was editing books. A book. I was editing a book. I was designing clothes. I was designing clothes. I'm gonna actually be releasing some of those designs soon. Oh man, it's been stressful, but it's that good stress. It's that good stress because it's that I'm working hard. My body hurts, but I'm doing what I love to do. That's why I'm drained kind of stress. I do get sleep at night. It used to be so bad for me, like to where like, cause again, I haven't been a hustler, so to speak, since day one. That wasn't me. I wasn't a hustler since day one. I was one of those sit around, wait around guys. Like that's why I said I have empathy for people like that, because it took the right amount of people, the right selection of people to get me to realize that you have to hustle for what you want in life, and ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. But I mean, like I used to be that. I used to sit around, do nothing, watch TV, but complain and moan. Oh, woe is me, race this, wealth that, white privilege this, that, so much. And you know what? I'm in a position in life. I'm not going to by any means am I not financially free, have all this wealth and love life. No, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm enjoying this. It makes me feel good. So to me, that's really all that matters. And if it takes off in the way that I'm hoping it would take off, then that's a bonus. To me, that's a bonus. And the hustle, the grind, and the path to that goal is what's more important to me. The getting there, fine. I got there, happy about it. Yay, woohoo, I'm there now and I have everything I want. Cool. That's fine. But getting there, the path that I'm taking to get there, that's what's most interesting to me. I'm meeting so many different new people. I'm doing things that I didn't think I would be doing. Like I was just in a ghost adventure video. Yo, I remember when I was young, I used to be like, oh hell no, I ain't going up in nobody's abandoned house to find no ghosts, to chat with nobody that's dead, may half be dead, or none of that. And here I am in a ghost video with my main man, Koala Ghana. Y'all can check that out. I'm going to tag it in the bottom. I mean, I was shook. I ain't going to front. I was a little shook in the beginning. But once I noticed that it was just an abandoned crib and we was just up in there at night, I was like, whatever, man. This is kind of fun. It's dope. And, I caught myself doing stuff that I would never do before. So hustle. Get it, do it, grind it. Stop worrying about what people have to say. Stop worrying about what people feel about what you're doing. Like if somebody's gonna be like, I don't think you should do that. I believe that you should do it this way, and they ain't doing shit with their life, don't listen to that person. Pay attention and focus on the people that's actually winning. Pay attention and focus on the people that are actually doing something and going somewhere, because they'll end up leading you down a path to do something and go somewhere for yourself. And remember, the path there is the best part. You just gotta believe it. You gotta understand that. And when you fully immerse yourself in the process, when you're like fully there in that process, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like it's a beautiful thing. But I don't allow anybody to cast any form of judgment on what I believe is my talent that I'm hustling for every single day. I mean, there's not a damn thing that I do today that isn't geared towards my main focus. And you guys already know what my main focus is. I'm trying to establish the shit out of this clothing line. Like, I'm getting it done. I'm doing my thing, bro. I'm trying to establish it. I'm trying to get it done. And everything that I'm doing is to geared towards assisting in that. Now, but with judgment, for some people it's difficult. For some people it's hard to tune out other people and to not listen to what other people have to say about what they feel that they're passionate about. And I can understand that. I mean, to a degree, I can understand that to a degree, because to be real with you, I don't think I've ever been in a position in my life where somebody has judged me and it has greatly affected me. Like, I brushed judgment off since day one. Like, I don't know, like day one judgment was not a thing, man. Like, and that's how I live my life today, and that's how I'm gearing towards teaching my kids how to live their life. Don't allow anybody's opinion to affect your life and what you're gonna do tomorrow, next week. None of that. You just gotta roll with the punches, know that they ain't got shit going on for themselves, and then just fly by. That's it, man. Like, I don't deal with that shit, not at all. And those of you who are out there who are dealing with stuff like that, yo, hit me up, bro. I got some words for you. And don't worry, I ain't gonna jump down your throat, but I'm gonna let you know what it is. And you know what? Hell, I might even get you up on this podcast. Look, I don't need to have people on the podcast that are doing things, getting successful. If you can get on this podcast and it'll kickstart you, right? It'll kickstart you to actually start doing something with yourself, then by all means, let's go. I got a seat right over here for you. Oh, speaking of seat right over here for you, how y'all feeling the new setup? How y'all feeling it? I like this new setup. I'm excited about it. You know, I got myself a nice little table and stuff. I'm sure the ones that are listening to the podcast, like on SoundCloud and all that other stuff, can't really see the setup. I might post some pictures of the setup. It's not fancy. Oops, excuse me. Look, there we go, hitting the mic again. I gotta figure out what to do with my hands, because I gotta stop doing that. It's not nothing fancy. It's not crazy. I broke a few things in the process, but I mean, like, I wanted to keep the job of being in-house, so here we are, in-house, and it's not going to leave from this spot anymore until I decide to go on tour. I got to hit those 100 subscribers, though. I lost one. It kind of hit home. I'm like, oh, dang, did I not entertain you enough? But then I was like, whatever. Maybe it was somebody that just like accidentally hit the subscribe button a couple weeks ago and was just like, oh damn, my fault, bro. I didn't mean to do that to you. It's all good. It's all love. Ain't no stress. I'll get more. But yeah. So yeah, I like my new setup. But jumping back a little bit, no judgment here. This is a free judgment zone. I don't judge nobody. I don't feel like I'm in a position to judge anybody, and I don't feel like anybody should be in that position at all. So that's just my take on judgment. But use that talent, ignore that judgment, and go be great for you. Surround yourself with the people that are trying to do the same thing, who have already done the same thing. Learn from your new experiences. Learn from your past experiences. They all have lessons built within them. So just, get out there and do your thing, man. Don't let nobody stop that. But there was a quote that I had read that I was going to present today that I just decided not to, because it kind of conflicted with the topic that I was going to be jumping into here in a little second. Was let me see, I can't remember what the quote was now. I would pull it up, but that's just too much work. I don't have time for that. Whatever, forget it. Regardless of what the quote is, it conflicted with one of my topics, and I just wanted to express something, because I was talking with a customer of mine at my 9 to 5. Yeah, that's right. I still rocking 9 to 5. But I was talking with a customer at my 9 to 5, and they were like genuinely upset. They were genuinely upset because the interactions that we had was basically them altering certain things that I don't want to go deep into the type of business that I do, so I'm gonna try to little snippets here and there, but they were altering whatever business that I take care of for them because they were separated from their significant other, husband, wife, whatever. They were separated, right? And she was upset about it. She was talking, some of these customers, man, they like to tell you their whole life story. They like to go in on you, and sometimes it's like, look, I got other people that I'm dealing with, but I have nobody up in the office. I was chilling and they just wanted to chat, so I was there to chat, and I felt like I can give them some type of insight. I've never been married before, but I felt like I could give them some type of insight to, I don't know, make them feel less not worth it. You know what I mean? Because it was just like it was a tough situation for that person. It's a tough situation. But so that brings me to the topic, because I want to share it with you guys. Not so much the conversation that I had with this person, but my viewpoint on being married or not being married. Now, there's pros and cons to both of them, in my opinion. And, I'm going to start with the more popular one, marriage. And the pros to being married that I feel are, you guys join assets. Some people see that as a negative, but you join assets. You guys share each other's money. You get a nice little piece of paper that says you're married, and then your weddings. Weddings are great, and it's mainly for the women, of course. You pick a nice spot, honeymoon, woo woo. All that shit is grand and great. But what about 2 to 3 years after that process? Marriage becomes another job. And some people are okay seeing it that way. Some people aren't. Marriage becomes an entirely different field of action because it's hard work. You have to actually maintain that marriage. Honeymoon stage is over. Honeymoon stage lasts from anywhere to 6 months to 2 years. So if you're a year and a half in and you're like, oh, I love my wife, I love my husband, and you guys are like so happy with each other and you're fantastic, yeah. Wait till it gets tough. Wait till it gets hard and that significant other of yours starts to do shit that you don't like and you can't deal with, but it's who they are. Yeah, that's when shit gets tough and hard. I'm not here to put a damper on anybody. I'm just here to keep it real with you and let you know that life isn't always rainbows and butterflies. I know it feels like rainbows and butterflies in the beginning. I mean, shit, not even with just marriage, but like with just relationships in general, because relationships in general kind of work the same as marriage. But then again, a lot of people's minds change after they get married. So, but that honeymoon phase is always the same, no matter if you just got with a person in a relationship or you just got married. It's still that honeymoon phase. You're still madly in love with this person over the hills. That shit fades, man. That shit fades, and you got to be ready for that shit. But that's not a negative. That's not a positive. That's just life. That's the fact. That's what it is. But more positive sides to being married is just like, it's more of a title thing. Some people are okay with titles. Some people actually need a title to feel like what they're doing is actually the right thing. So for someone to be like, we've been together for 5 years, like, when are you going to marry me? That title is important to that person. But then you have somebody on the other end that's like, we've been together for 5 years. I feel like if we get married, not a goddamn thing is gonna change. So why? I mean, we can do the ceremony just because that's what you want to do and it makes you feel good. But like the legalities of it, I don't really care too much for that. We're gonna do the same thing anyway. We passed the honeymoon phase. We figured out how to live with each other. We figured out how to love each other. So like, I don't really see a point in that. It doesn't make any sense. Some people just, tend to be less on top of the fact that they want to be married. Not everybody is okay with that. But to me, in my opinion, how I feel about being married or not being married is, I'm not 100% sure that I actually want marriage for me, because situations that arise after a marriage that you have no control over, or your significant other has no control over, that the system takes control over, I'm not a big fan of that at all. I like my life to be my life within my control, And once you get married, you relinquish some of that control, not only to the person that you're married to, but to court systems, judges, banks, fucking insurance companies. You relinquish some of that control to everyone else, and that's not something I'm okay with. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a control freak or someone that needs to remain dominant in every situation. Maybe to a degree, yeah. I'm a man. I can't say all men are like that, but I'm a man that's like that. And yeah, some situations would be completely different in a married format, in a married area, in a married relationship. Some of those things are just totally not okay by me, and I just not something that I want to do. But the things that I do enjoy about marriage are, I guess, the titles. I could say I'm someone who would enjoy having the title of being married to someone, to look at her and be like, that's my wife, and have it be like an accurate statement, not just something that I just decided to say because we've been together for so long. I guess that's probably the only pro to me, one. And two, obviously, because it would make my wife at the time, if happy, because that's normally what most women want, to be married. So it's like it's more so for her, obviously for me too, but I'm doing this for my wife, making this sacrifice, so to speak, because that's something that's going to better our relationship together with each other. But when it comes to situations later down the road, when you can't get over that honeymoon phase and you can't get over the steps and the boundaries that have been set up between the two of you, that shit crumbles real fast, and separation, divorce, all that nonsense, that shit stays on record, that shit follows you. If you don't have prenups, they take half your shit. And it's like, I can't deal with any of that. I feel like personally, if I'm finished with somebody and we just no longer correlate with each other anymore, you don't get half my shit. What do you mean? If I bought it on paper, receipted, what I see, but then I don't want to deal with any of that, because you got to go through all the receipts and what you bought and what you didn't buy and what. No. Look, I'm done with you. Get out. You're done with me, then leave. It's fine. I'm not about to sit here and be like, I want half your money, because in certain marriages, the man is the stay-at-home dad, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But it becomes a problem when you're divorced and your wife, who has made a crap ton of money, now has to give you half of her shit that she bust her ass for. Or what? Because you were part of the relationship too, and you had given her the means to make that money. Man, fuck all that, yo. That's what you signed up for, bro. And now that it ain't working out and yo ass ain't got shit, that's on you, homie, or sister, or chica, whatever. That's on you. Don't bring that to somebody else. God, you know what? I think I am pro non-marriage. I do have some things that I like about marriage, but I felt like I just got a lot more passionate about not being married, or about dealing with marriage problems while married, one, and two, after you have to get a divorce, if that does happen. It's always a possibility, and since that's always a possibility, that's not a chance that I'm willing to take. Again, some people find that. I just can't. I don't think I will. I mean, I can't tell the future. I may have some change in heart. I may find the one that I know is going to be there for me for the rest of my life. Whatever happens, we'll die together. Then I'll probably make a change, make a different course of action. But for right now, how I'm feeling, no. I'm not so sure that I want to do that. So that's my take on that. That was one of the topics that I wasn't so sure that I was going to talk about, but I had to talk about it because it's just like, hey, why not? Welcome to the Java Bean, right? We talk about it all. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to let out there to the public. But let's get to one more thing before I break out on you guys. I don't want to keep this one too long. But before I break out on you guys, like I said, I've been working on a couple of designs. I'm gonna start changing some tactics up here. I want you guys to check me out on TikTok. I am going to be on TikTok. I'm going to be rocking out a lot of videos daily. I'm going to try daily. It's difficult, man. Like I said, I got a lot of things going on, but marketing is marketing. So, and TikTok is going to become somewhat similar of Instagram to, according to a lot of philosophers and motivational speakers and Gary Vee. According to a lot of people, TikTok is going to be where it's at. I'm already on TikTok now. So I want you guys to go check that out. I'll put a link in the description to my TikTok channel, app, social, whatever, to my TikTok page, and hopefully I come up with some good ideas that get some of that organic reach out there. Again, organic reach is the key. You guys already know that. I told you that too many times. So I did record a different podcast, but the audio got cracked up, and it was with the Koala Ghana, and I'm going to be adding him as a co-host to the Java Bean indefinitely. I like his vibes. I like how we mesh together. You guys liked how we meshed together. I heard so much about it. And you know what? I think he has earned himself a spot as a co-host on the Java Bean. Do not get your hopes up. This isn't going to happen every 2 months. I got a new host. Next thing you know, we got 10 hosts for the Java Bean. I just really, really clicked with Homeboy. And we have a lot of plans that are going to be in effect here. So right now, this is where the Java Bean is. This is where it's going to stay until we get that grandiose new studio that I'm actually stupid excited for. So this is where we at until that moment. So I want you guys to keep tuning in. Again, I apologize. I'm gonna run it back. I apologize for missing this Friday. You guys got one tonight. You're gonna get another one Friday, and let's just keep this going, peoples. Let's keep those subscribers going. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. I keep saying that. I get a few here and there, but come on, buckle it down. If I said anything that even relates to something that you said, hit me up. Like it, comment, subscribe it. Shit, we can get on all of the topics. Hit me up with some more topics that you guys want me to talk about, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.